Ah, I promised you Genie, and here it is, from Gottlieb.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you off your medication again or something?
What? Oh. Ha ha! Look at that!
Don't ever do that again.
Oh, you should be working the camera anyway. Good.
What did I tell you about doing that?
I told you you should be working the camera. Anyway, I've got to show you this beautiful piece. And this one is going to Australia. So we have our old converter box up here because what we've done is we've converted it to the overseas plug. As a matter of fact, there it is right there. So we will be sending that to them. I'll show you the transformer in the bottom, but before we do that, I want you to look at this beautiful piece of equipment. This is the very Genie you have been seeing in our videos sitting here and sitting here because I've been trying to get this lockdown bar. This baby is so hard to find because it's only used in 3 games: Genie, Circus, and Roller Disco. Do you know I sold a couple of these long lockdown bars a couple years ago, not knowing I needed one for the Genie on the rack? Finally found one from another collector, cost me $100. Ugh. Do you know what? I'm going to show you everything we did. All new drop targets from Steve Young. We've put LEDs on the surface here in different places. We have color changes up here. We also put in, of course, all the weight rubbers, the targets here. All of these flippers had to be rebuilt with new parts. Plungers, links, end-of-stroke switches, sleeves, boots. Oh my gosh. But look at how beautiful this baby came out. Plus, this machine was converted for overseas use. There's the transformer in there that converts it over to his electric in Australia, which is 240 volts. So basically, this machine is now ready to go. We also put a new speaker in, and we have new capacitors on the soundboard. Look how nice and clean it is down here. Great shape.
Hey Genie, your master's on line 1.
I'm not going to answer it. Let's finish the video. We've color coordinated all the LEDs here, and we have these blinking 455s like the factory did that lights the Genie. We did some touch up here. Once again, it's my Steven. He is really good. He left early tonight too. It's only 10 o'clock. Hey, unbelievable. Anyway, let's go inside. Oh, remember you always burnish these connectors. See how nice and bright our displays are. Here is what we've done in here. Brand new Rotten Dog power supply. That way your original logic board gets nice quality voltage. That's always a good thing. We also have new cables, these 2 new cables and connectors from Doosan Electronics. Now, we've also put in a lithium battery here. See, a regular cell you can buy at the drugstore. And it's lithium, it will not leak. If you do upgrade your game to lithium, remember you have to put a blocking diode in it. Otherwise, the board will try to charge the NiCad battery it thinks is in there. We don't like NiCad. Let me tell you something neat about the System 1 boards. Only 13 games use this board system, starting, I think the first game was Sinbad. But anyway, there's the ROM. It's the L ROM. See, it says caution, Genie used ROM marked L. We have the L ROM in here. Do you know the game will actually power up without a ROM in it, but it won't know what the game is. It only accesses the information on that chip when you actually hit the start button. So when you hit the start button on a System 1 game, that's when the computer says, what kind of game is it? And looks in that chip and then sets the board up just the way it's supposed to be for Genie. Isn't that something? Joe Connor over at Coin Services told me that. I thought that was a pretty neat fact. So when we hit the start button like so, boom, it's a Genie. And now the game board sets it up. Now, some neat features on the Playfield. The drop targets are a major point using these little baby flippers here. But this is a big ass wide spot where you can roll through. But you have plenty of ways to get up in here. You can get through here through the pop bumpers, or a nice broad shot from both of these flippers. Both of these flippers. Now, if you get down the white targets and get an oddball red one down, let's suppose you get one red, but you happen to get all three white, the bank will reset and it'll spot this extra ball light for an extra ball. Isn't that nice? So you'll get your extra ball. Okay? Now, if you get the 4 red targets down, and even if you get an oddball white one down too, it'll reset the bank without getting them all down, and it'll spot your special light for your special. Good. See these 3 stars here? When you hit these, it turns on and off this yellow light, plus it gives you some points. But here's the neat thing about that. When the light's out, you get 2,000 points. You also add a bonus. But when the light's lit, you also get the 2,000 points. But look, you increase your bonus multiplier, and that you cash that in when you go down the toilet here in the center. Isn't that nice? Very clever feature. Now, the green lights A, B, C, and D are all tied in together. So if you hit the C here, it spots the C there. If you hit the A here, it spots the A here. When you get all of them like that, then it turns on your extra ball light right here. And that'll give you another extra ball. Of course, we already have one. But here's the nice thing. You can get endless specials and extra balls in this game when your ball does eventually go down the toilet. And I always like this feature here. See this pop bumper here? It can either dump the ball over here or it could go dead center, but at least you have a chance to bump it and get the ball back to go over here. It turns on your add bonus light, where you get some nice points, or you simply go down the toilet. You have the same feature over here. That's where you use these rubbers to bump the playfield. You want to do as much bumping as you can. Now, of course, it's not playing really fast because we have it on a flat surface here. You still get plenty of action. Oh, I want to show you something. Look at the spinner. See the little genie lamp? Now watch. When you spin it, do you how you see the smoke? I guess it's a little hard to see, but it's a neat effect. Persistence of vision. That's what they call that. What a nice game. And we're shipping this a long way off. We can ship to almost any port in the world except Antarctica for about $600. That includes a special overseas heat-treated pallet, careful packing and wrapping, and power conversion to your voltage. So we can ship it almost anywhere. And this one's going to the other side of the planet. Here's the United States, all the way around, opposite side is Australia. So that's where we're going to send this baby to. But he should be able to uncrate it, put the head and legs on it, and start playing. The shipping goes right to a seaport, and then he'll arrange to pick it up from there. Oh, you know, there's another neat feature. The sound on this. Do you hear it? If I flip these switches, different sounds. Just like Buck Rogers and some probably 5 other games, they use the soundboard. Right down, you can make the sounds different. I don't like this sound as good. I like the other sound. It's more Genie-ish. These boys are starting to get very, very hungry, aren't they? Well, you know what, boys? Are you guys ready to go? No? I think it's time that we get rid of Kurt. What do you think? You think we should I? No. Should I? Okay, here we go. Go on.
Told you not to do that.
Wait a minute. I want to go too. Anyway, beautiful game, converted to another voltage for our overseas customer. Ready to pack and crate and ship out tomorrow, and I'm out of here.
Thank you.